Good evening and welcome to Just Event Online News at 9. I'm Anifat Ismail and with me is
Rashidat Muraino.
the news headlines. Tinubu order personnel audit on civil service.
Shettima used private sector to drive economic growth.
Senate urged federal government to seek foreign help, upgrade military kits.
Reps to prep safety, viability to CNG policy.
Kwara South Youth Forum holds second agricultural summit, empower young farmers.
NCC revives laws to match tech growth.
Afenifere urges Tinubu on state police bill.
Noge seeks quick action on council autonomy implementation.
Now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday ordered the commencement of personnel audits and skill gap analysis across all cadres of federal civil servants. The president gave the directive in Abuja at the International Civil Service Conference, reaffirming his resolve to achieve efficiency and professional service delivery in the civil service. Tinubu further directed all ministries, departments and agencies to prioritize data integrity and sovereignty in the national interest.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has called on the organized private sector to support the federal government policy reforms aimed at building a resilient and inclusive economy. Speaking at the fourth edition of the Nigerian Employee Summit in Abuja, Shettima, who was represented by the Special Advisor to the President on Job Creation and MSME, Temitola Adekunle Johnson, stated that the nation is currently undergoing a transition. He said this transition is with a wave of bold reforms designed to steer the violent economy into a more stable and sustainable one.
The Senate has asked the federal government to seek foreign help to enable the country overcome the growing insecurity in the land. It advised the government to charge the Nigerian Armed Forces, the Nigerian Police Force, and other security agencies to be alive to their responsibilities, as well as develop innovative ways to combat the rising spate of insecurity in the country. The Senate also asked the federal government to collaborate and engage with foreign influences to develop modern ways of fighting insecurity with the use of technological and scientific means to save and protect the lives of the patriotic officers and men in the security agencies to minimize casualty during operations.
The House of Representatives has constituted an ad hoc committee to investigate the federal government's implementation on the comprised natural gas policy across the country. Speaking at the event in Abuja on Friday, the chairman of the committee, Amadu Jaha, said that the task of the committee includes assessing the safety, viability, and sustainability of the CGN policy in Nigeria. He pledged the readiness of the committee to engage relevant agencies of government, international oil companies, and other stakeholders to ensure that the nation's policy on CNG meets global best practices.
The Kwara South Youth Consultative Forum has held the second edition of its agricultural summit for young farmers at Ibomina House, Gama, in the local government area of Kwara State. With the theme, Empowering Youth Through Agriculture, the summit aimed to promote sustainable livelihoods through agribusiness and increase youth participation in the agricultural value chain. Speaking at the event, Comrade Gabriel Omoniyi The youth president of the forum stated that empowerment followed a thorough training process for the beneficiaries. Omoni said the initiative was designed to tackle youth unemployment and contribute to food security in Kwara South and beyond. He urged the Kwara State government and other relevant stakeholders to support the drive to engage more youth in agribusiness.
We are giving it out to youth of Kwara South. Kwara South comprises 7 local governments, which is Ekiti, Okero, Isin, Irekodun, Ifelodun of Anoyun. We gathered these youth together about a month ago in this same hall. We had a program called Agri Summit for our youth, empower youth through agriculture. And we told them this program feature like 3-4 area. It covers piggery, fishery, poultry, and cross farming. And we promise our youth that attended this program that by the special grace of God, we will try all we could to make sure that at the end of the day, we are giving something back to them. Though Kwara South Consultative Forum is not a political group, no, it's a socio-cultural group. And one of the reasons or major reasons for gathering ourselves together to have this type of program is because of unemployment that is parading the whole environment, and we wouldn't want our youth to indulge themselves in social vices.
The event featured the distribution of farm inputs worth millions of naira to youth farmers across local government areas that make up Kwara South Senatorial District. In his remarks, Engineer Jibola Olugbenga, President of Ibomina Youth Assembly, commended the organizers for the impactful initiative. He encouraged the beneficiaries to take the empowerment seriously and use the resources judiciously.
You know, the federal government has been agitating for this food security of a thing, and the youth populace is the largest population that we have. If youths are not involved in agriculture, you can be sure that there will be food crisis. So we want to thank the Kwara Youth Consultative Forum for deeming it fit to spread it across board, the 3 blocks in Kwara South. I want to say kudos to them, and I want to pray that this kind of empowerment will go on. Then we want to also encourage the youths who have benefited from this to make good use of it, so that in few time we could have abundance of food surplus in our community.
The Nigerian Communication Commissions has presented a comprehensive report on its 2024 regulatory impact assessment aimed at aligning existing telecom regulations with the fast-evolving technology landscape. Assessments focus on critical areas within the telecom sectors, including licensing, SIM registration, subscriber management, subcom trading, enforcement procedures, and infrastructure sharing. It was designed to evaluate the effectiveness of existing regulations, identifying outdated provisions, and propose updates that reflect current technology and market realities.
The Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization, Afenifere, on Thursday, called on President Bola Tinubu to forward an executive bill to the National Assembly to amend the Nigerian Constitution to allow the establishment of state police. It called on the president to use his authority to ensure that the process that will lead to the actualization of the state police gets done immediately following the Simi genocide, particularly in Benue and Plateau states and other parts of the country.
Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to interfere in the delay in the implementation of the local government autonomy. A communique signed by the President General, Comrade Aliyu Arino, and Secretary General, Comrade Isa Gambo, said an autonomous local government would ensure better service delivery, accountability,
And that'll be all on Just Event Online News at 9. Here's the recap of the story. Suitable other personnel audits in civil service.
Shettima rules private sector to drive economic growth.
Senate urges federal government to seek foreign help, upgrade military kits.
Reps to prep safety, viability to CNG policy.
Kwara South Youth Forum holds second agricultural summit, empower young farmers.
NTC revives law to match tech growth.
Afenifere urges Tinubu on state police bill.
NAGET seeks quick action on council autonomy implementation.
Thank you for watching Just Event Online News. At times, all you need is to leave your past behind and focus on your present with sincere mind. For more news, visit www.justeventonline.com, and to read more updates, follow us on our social media platforms with a tab at Just Event Online.
You can also send us an email on justeventonline@gmail.com.
I'm an infant Ismail, and with me,
Rashidat Muraino.
do have a blessed weekend.